Evening guys, I'm back at my location on Dartmoor tonight for my little latest video blog, and it's called The Big Dummy's Guide to Motorhomes. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a blast from the past for me, because back in the 80s we had these books, and it was The Big Dummy's Guide to CB radio. So that is a little bit of inspiration from that for this little thing really. So yeah, so any big dummies out there that want to know about motorhomes, watch this video. I think about before you like setting off is obviously things like your screen wash and your engine oil level and your wiper condition. I'm going to show you on this Fiat Ducato the bonnet latch to get into the screen wash is on the near side. So there's a little latch here on the, so you open the passenger's door, there's a little latch there, you pull that, then basically in under the front of the bonnet there's a little catch which you just release that, and then you can prop it up. Yeah, so there's a little prop there. And so while we're under here, obviously this one's fairly newish van, no coolant trouble. There's the coolant level there on the maximum. The oil level is down there, so there's the dipstick. So just pull that out. It's fairly hot at the moment, so I could pull it out, wipe it off, just check the level, make sure that's okay. So, which I'm not going to pull that out now, I don't want to get my hands too dirty, but there we go. So the screen wash on this van is tucked away down on this side. There's a little blue spout that you just literally undo that and tug that little spout out like that. It's a little bit tight, but there's the screen wash on the Fiat Ducato in that one. So that's what you want to be doing. And obviously in the winter time, put in the high strength screen wash so it doesn't freeze. You don't want to be putting just water in there, because in the winter it'll freeze up and it can absolutely destroy your pump. Nice bit of sun just beating through there. Lovely. Look what a location to do this. So back down with the bonnet, and obviously you know me with my tyres and wheels, so I've literally just recently put these on. The other thing for you guys to check is your make sure your tyres are okay, make sure your pressures are okay in your tyres. Just check out the sidewalls and make sure they're not damaged at all. Yeah, as regards tools and stuff, just under the driver's seat, I'm just going to pull my mat back there, and there's a little tiny compartment just under here which I carry a small selection of tools in there. There is a ratchet screwdriver like that. There's a small like torque key set which is really handy if you get any like blind trouble that you might have to do with some screws. So a little ratchet in there. So I'll carry that. I've got a few odds and ends in there. I can't even remember what I've got in here now. I've got a selection of Allen keys from you, a couple of odd screwdrivers, got a set of adjustables, nothing too tearing. Oh, another like a Leatherman knife there, sort of with a multi-tool knife. So there's all my little toolkit tucked away there. You never know what when you might need it. I've got an electrical tester there with a fuse tester as well. Yeah, this one's quite handy. This is a fold up triangle for emergencies on the road. I think this was like a Ford one, maybe, something like that. But yeah, it's a nice little stashed away one that you just unfold and you can stand up on the road if you get any trouble, obviously if you're going abroad. And then again, in under here, stashed away, is my high vis. There's a high vis there. And then we have a fire blanket, and it's nice to actually have a rummage round in here just to have a little update on what there is. Another fire extinguisher, because I replenished this one earlier in the year, because they actually have got a date on them. So I've got a fire extinguisher there as well. So I've got my fire blanket extinguisher, so nice and accessible, straight under the seat. Oh, hang on, we have another reflective triangle. That's good news. Got plenty of reflective triangles. So you can never have enough reflective triangles, to be fair. And what else have we got on here? Oh, I've still got my Elco, so France Elco breathalyzers under there as well. And I think, getting down to the nitty gritty, just some polished cloths under there. And right, the other thing I wanted to show you guys was this little kit here. So yeah, this little tin here, this is where I keep my LPG connectors for the Gaslow, for rechargeable LPG. There's 3 different adapters for different countries. So I always keep them really handy just under the front driver's seat, so when you pull into a garage you need them, suss out which one it is to connect on. So there's the LPG connectors. So in the gas locker, there's the LPG connection there, so there's a little cap there, so that's where the couplings go on. In this country this will just fit straight on to the LPG to recharge that. But then back to the gas locker. So in here we have the LPG bottles. This is running on a Gaslow system, and so this is quite handy. It gives you the levels on there, and this is basically exactly the same as if you're running Calor Gas LPG orange bottles. And look, basically anti-clockwise undo to undo the gas, let the gas in, and clockwise to turn it off. So when you're traveling, always a good thing to turn that off. I actually stash my aqua rinse in here. Look, there's my aqua rinse. I've got my grey water over that side stashed away in a little holder, and I've got some toilet chemical and some concentrate there as well, toilet chemical that's stashed away in here. So it's a good place to keep that. So we'll shut that down. That's your LPG. Up in the front of the dash, I always carry this little bubble, which when I want to get level, I put this on my I can lean round to my table and get the level bang on. So that one's always up in the dash, in the compartment up in the front there, always to hand, just pops on the table behind on there to get the level. I've downloaded an app, Level Assist as well. I haven't actually used it yet, but I did come across it the other day. So yeah, that looked like quite a nice little app, so we might give that a try. And then back to the actual leveling ramp. We've actually got around to a little tidy up in the garage area now. So we've got our total cool fridge box in there now, and I've had a little bit of a tidy up. So these are my Malenkos to hand. I'm going to pull them out and show you guys the Malenkos. Get them out of there. There they are. Yeah, there's one of them. And yeah, perfect for getting level, especially on uneven ground and stuff. Plenty of grip on these ones. These are big ones. These are the super size ones. So there's the and that for me is very important to try and get level, because when you're level you haven't got that problem of like water running down your drains. It always goes down the sink properly, and the other thing is all your cupboard doors won't swing open erratically, and yeah, you can just open it normally. So priority for me is try and get as level as you possibly can, and also sleep better. Just coming around to the other side, the other important thing, which we haven't actually taken out of the wrapper yet, but these grip mats. So these are Malenko grip mats as well. They're pretty big, and they will just go down on there. I'm not taking them out of the wrapper just yet. I'm going to keep them wrapped up. But that situation where you get on that wet ground and you lose your grip, they're going to be absolutely invaluable at some point. I know it. And I don't know if you've seen my recent video about wheels and tyres and stuff where we just replaced them. This is my snow chains. So it's coming on the winter time now, so we're just getting geared up and getting our snow chains back in, and also a little collapsible shovel. You never know. And the next thing I want to just do have a look at was the electric lead, the electric hookup lead, which mine are actually black because these are really thick, heavy duty ones. And most people in this country, they normally have like orange ones. So if you don't worry about the colour of these things, your orange lead will be exactly the same as this with the connections. And what we do is obviously that end, the male end, that will plug into the tower. So yeah, when you've got a hookup available, that end will actually plug into the tower. There's a little notch on the end there, so it can only go in one way, so it's pretty straightforward. And then if I flip that over, the other end that plugs into my van will be this female end there. So again, it's got a little notch out there. So there's my hookup connection, and that literally just plugs on like that. Pretty simple. On this van, that cable sits in a little tiny slot that's cut out so you can shut the door, so it's all tucked away nice and neat. But there is the electric hookup lead, and again, unplugging it just pulls out. Pretty darn simple. So we have been watching a reality TV program where there were some guys, they rented a motorhome, and they were struggling, and that's what inspired me for this video really. Is a lot of people, maybe this may just help a lot of people, whether there might be just a couple of little things you pick up. But there's that electric lead. Yeah, another little thing that these people who are watching could not quite grasp is the fact that you've actually got an onboard water tank that feeds your sink, your shower, and your little sink in your bathroom and stuff like that. So you have got an onboard water tank which needs filling. A lot of people leave it empty on the beginning of the journey and fill it up when they get there. It varies with me a little bit. I like to have that convenience of any time accessing the water. So there is my water tank, and there is the filler. So you just flip off that cap, and basically I've got a couple of different hoses that I use. This one here, so this one here goes on a quick fit connector. I've got a little box of connectors in there, little hose lock connectors, that so when you get to your tap you can flip that on, couple this on, and then you've got your squirty there with, and this is the food grade hose as well, so it's nice and squeaky clean and stuff. And there it is, and that just literally slips in there to fill your water up into that one. Fill your water up, and you've got plenty of water there. And obviously you've got a gauge inside as well to show you how much water you've got on board. And also there is a onboard waste tank, so obviously the water that goes in there will go into your onboard waste tank. And there is the outlet for the waste tank, and there is the little square key rod that goes across to operate the valve on the waste tank. So we have a little tiny key for that one that's situated on there. So back to this one. I can't remember what status I actually left this in now as regards open and close. I think I left it up because we were at Shepton Mallet and I drained it off up there, so it actually might be, yeah, so it's actually open at the moment. I left it open, and then all the tank totally empties. But yeah, then I'm going to shut it off now, and then I'm going to worry about it this weekend. So that's just shut off then. So your water is going to just go into your tank without ejecting out the waste pipe. I carry a little small bowl. I've got me washing up bowl in there. I've got another little small bowl like that that's just general purpose, want to wash me van, stuff like that. But obviously if you do want to drain off your grey water and you're on a site or something, you can just chuck that under and get rid of it. I do take some extra water containers. That one there is another container, so it's extra water. If I do ever run low or need extra water, I've got that one on board. That one there I've got as another container, which I've fixed up a water pump. So if you don't want to, if you've got to carry the water to your van, you can just pump it in with that one. It's one I made up a while back. Just coming around to my control panel in this van, and this particular one, there's an on button there, so it initiates the panel, and then my water on board is that button there, so I can check that, which I've got 75% on that. And then my waste button is down there, which, yeah, is not even registering because it's totally empty. So that's that one. And then I'm just going to come to this little troomer. So when you want the hot water and you want the heater on, it's so simple. This little system where there is the van water. Hang on. Right, okay, that's the van temperature. The van temperature there. So then you literally press that. Then hang on, that one there. That's off at the moment, so you scroll along to the temperature you want and it will find it. Obviously I've got my gas off at the moment, so I'm not going to get it going, but that's just so simple. And then if you go back and then you go along to the next little icon, which is the water heater. And I'm not going to get too involved with this. I'm just literally showing you what this one does. If you want the hot water on, you smack that one in like that, off, eco, hot and boost. So you got 3 settings. So normally we go on hot, and then within about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you got some really nice hot water. So we'll go off and back. There's the display. So that basically it's your heating, your hot water, and that'll do for a minute on that panel. No, I noticed on Amazon they do a I'm going to get the link to it and put it in the description. There is a like motorhome checklist. There's this like pad, and you get a big pad of all these. I'm going to get one because it looks really good, and then you can just tick off, and it's down to things like even down to like toothpaste, shampoo, all that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff is listed on there. You know, that's basically down to you know, personal preference of what you want to take. But yeah, pretty good. But what I will say is always keep, if you're going abroad, you need them documents, you need your passports. Always keep it. That is the most important thing. I've done it before. I've left home and it's like, oh my God, where are the passports? The most important thing that you actually need. And yeah, just think of that. Yeah, and the well, one last thing, which I think is fairly important, again, if you're going abroad, we like to take some like loose change and stuff, because you always like get across some little a bit of change, because you never know, you might find a electricity source where it's like a tower where you need to put in €1, €2, something like that. So it's always good to have a few, a little bit of loose change kicking around in your van, some different currencies. We go to Croatia, we go to Hungary, so we get different currencies. Czech Republic, different money again, but obviously euros, and a bit of and again, if you're in like France where you got to pay motorways, you can chuck some euros in, and but you don't forget, you can always use your card on things like that anyway. So and we are quite excited because this morning I spoke to the good guys at Eurotunnel, and we had a crossing pending, which I've just readjusted, so I'm super happy because we are back on it in November. We're going back over, so that's going to be the first time in like 2 years that we've been across, so we are sort of like super excited, and we've got a rapid road trip sorted out for you. So and hopefully we're going to document it as well, so hopefully it's going to inspire a few people to maybe drift over to the continent in the future. But hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope this has been a little bit informative. Drop us a comment, and if I've missed anything, there's probably loads that I've missed, but I'm just literally like I say, I watched that reality TV program the other night, and there was a lot of people out there, the newbies and stuff, so we're kind of like, we sort of class ourselves as fairly professional, 10 years down the road motorhomers now. So yeah, so give us a comment. Thanks a lot. Right, take it easy, and don't forget to, if you found this video inspiring and useful in any way, hit the subscription tag and give us a like. Thank you very much. We'll catch you soon.